Welcome to this training video designed by Tech Services in Denver 8 to help all city employees work with the new newTek Tricaster AVI Video Conferencing System here in the Webb building in rooms 4F6 and 4G2. Now, in this short training video, the following areas will be looked at: the system components used with the system, how the system functions per room configuration and the differences depending on that setup, how to power up the system, utilizing the big screen monitors in each space per the room configuration, using the local system computers for internet access or Teams meetings, then using individual laptops for local content sharing. There are 3 big screen monitors used with the system. One is in the 4F6 space at the front of the room. Then there are 2 located in the 4G2 space on the side wall. There are 2 touchpads used to control the system. One located in the 4F6 space at the front of the room, and that's next to the big monitor. Then there is also one located in the 4G2 space on the side wall next to the monitors on that side. External iPads can be checked out and used for each room that perform that same function as the wall-mounted touchpads. Now, there are 4 HDMI portals with 2 HDMI ports each, and there are 2 portals located in the 4F6 space, one at the front of the room labeled 4F6 West Wall Plate, and one on the side wall labeled 4F6 North Wall Plate. There are also 2 portals located in the 4G2 space, one on the side wall near the big screen monitors labeled 4G2 North Wall Plate, and the second one on the back wall labeled 4G2 East Wall Plate. You will notice they are lit with the red glow around the ports, and when connected with a laptop, they actually turn green when that connection is complete. There are ceiling microphones, as shown, to send audio to remote users during audio and video calls. There is one in each space for the 4F6 room and also in the 4G2 room. There are also ceiling speakers for those in the rooms to hear remote users during audio and video calls. There are 6 in the 4F6 space and then 6 in the 4G2 space. Note that external microphones can be checked out and used so that local users in the room can hear someone speaking from anywhere in the room. And that's important to note that when users use the microphone, that they need to hold them up to their mouth so that they can be correctly heard. The audio also goes over the system to remote users connected to the system as well. The AVI cameras show the room locally to external users, and there are 3 located in the 4F6 space and then 2 in the 4G2 space. Also note that a wireless keyboard and mouse can be checked out for either the 4F6 or 4G2 locations to control the function of the local computer used, such as YouTube videos, Microsoft Teams, etc. If used in a combined mode, then you would only need the one for the 4F6 space for the mouse and keyboard. Now, there are 2 operational functions to how the system works in this area. One is for a large room combining both the 4G2 and 4F6 space together. Second is when a divider is used to separate the rooms so they work individually. The first option as combined mode is where no divider between the room is used and one large room configuration is needed. The important thing to note is when combined mode, all components work together unless the room is partitioned off and separated. Now, to power up the system, first you would touch the control pad on the wall to wake up the system, and note that there are no physical power buttons on this device. Everything is done by touch. When the touchpad comes up, you will notice a City and County of Denver seal logo in the middle of the screen. Touch that to power up the system. Once the system comes up per the diagram, you will notice 2 rows of icons. The top row is to select a source for the function you desire, whether it is through the local computer tied to the system for internet access, Microsoft Teams, or some other function local to the system. The bottom row is to select the big screen monitors you want to have display content. Now, to power up the monitors, first select the source from the top row of the touchpad. If using the local computer, you would touch the computer icon. Then for the big screen monitor in the front of 4F6, touch video wall icon for the 4F6 space. Give it about 30 seconds and the screen will power up. If using your local laptop, select the icons for the HDMI ports where you have that laptop connected. Then again, touch the bottom row to power up the big screen monitors. Note that when using the HDMI cable to your laptop, everything will display as per what is shown on your machine. Sound will also come through the system speakers if viewing content such as YouTube videos, etc. If in a combined mode configuration for one large room, you will also see the left and right display icons for the 4G2 space. Touch those if you want them to power up as well. Also note that if in combined mode, the touchpad in the 4G2 area will not work and it shows a message that you are in combined mode. You can only use the touchpad in the front of 4F6 or the iPad, when you check out this space. If the rooms are separate, you will only have the 4F6 video wall and 4F6 space, and then 4G2 will only have the left and right displays to power up. The touchpad in 4G2 becomes active in a separated configuration so that the room can operate in its own space. If you need to turn off the monitors, press the settings wheel at the bottom left of the touchpad, and it will bring up options to turn off or on each monitor. With the local computer icon selected, you can use the wireless keyboard and mouse to move around the screen and select what you need that will be displayed on the monitor. The computers take a few minutes to respond, so be patient as they will eventually come up. In combined mode, you only need to check out the mouse and keyboard for the 4F6 area, and it works for the whole room. You can also check out the local microphone, and if separate, there is a keyboard and mouse for an iPad for the 4G2 space that can be checked out as well. Now, if you're still having problems, you can reach out to the service desk to get a ticket open for support. The number is displayed on the screen that you see now. This concludes our training. Thank you for watching, as we hope this video will help everyone needing to use the system in the rooms to be successful going forward.